This is Treasure Rescue 21. Hello and welcome to my home. I'm looking a little rough right now. I hope you don't mind. I'm already in my pajamas actually, but I just got so excited seeing my haul up on my counter that I just had to share with you guys. So I had a really fun but exhausting weekend, hence why it's 6 p.m. on a Saturday, and I don't even know what day it is, and I can't even talk. But I'm already in my pajamas and I'm ready to be in bed. But like I said, I am so excited to share with you guys what I found. So I was visiting my parents and my sister up in Brazelton, Georgia. Houston, Jefferson area. It's confusing. It's all like within a block of each other. So like you step this way and you're in Houston, you step this way, you're in Brazelton, and you step this way and you're in Jefferson. Anyways, my sister had a community yard sale this weekend, and their community has 1,500 homes. So it is a huge stretch of homes, and when they have their community garage sales, it is a big deal. So I knew I couldn't miss it. I didn't expect to find as much as I found for resale. And so I just have to share it with you guys. So I hate to do this to you guys, but that's not gonna be in this video. So because I got so much this weekend, I did a little bit of antique store shopping, and then I also did tons of garage sales shopping, not only in her neighborhood, but we hit a couple of other garage sales that were outside of her neighborhood. So I'm definitely saving the garage stuff for another video, maybe another 2 videos, but I promise I won't leave you guys hanging for too long. I don't like to post on Sundays, but you'll definitely see them going up on Monday and Tuesday. Today, I want to show you what I found at the antique stores. I'm really excited about the finds that I found. I was just ready to shop. I was too excited. I was actually up there starting from Wednesday, and garage sales didn't start until Friday evening. So I couldn't wait to get shopping. So I went ahead and hit up 2 of my favorite antique stores in the Brazelton area. And so today I want to show you those items. So like I said, we'll do the antique store items today, and then Monday and Tuesday, I will definitely show you what I got from the garage sales, including the biggest score any reseller can find, and you'll have to stay tuned. Or if you would like, check out my TikTok to see what those items are, because, well, it's one kind of item, but I found 2 of them. So it was like double the excitement. It took every ounce of my being to not like scream and do a happy dance in the driveway of these people. But anyways, head over to my TikTok if you want to see what those items are. The link is down in the description box. So okay, I'll stop talking and let's get to the haul. Well, welcome to my counter. I'm just gonna bring piece by piece. This was the first piece I picked up. It was definitely nostalgia. It is cross stitch and it says Tweety right here. I actually had a Tweety Bird theme room, so I thought it was just really cute. Like I said, crewel or cross stitch or anything like that does really well for me, and because this is a little bit more specific for like a kid's room or something, I don't expect that it will last very long, and I only paid $5, so it was definitely worth picking it up. I'm not sure how vintage it is. There is some new backing on the back, so I'm not sure if the frame is newer, but I feel like Tweety is a little bit more vintage, especially with the stitching of the name on the bottom. I don't know. I really loved it. I left it up on the wall, but then like I circled back to it and it just spoke to me. So I picked that up for $5. Next I got this, it's a Blue Sky Trivet. So for those of you who don't know about Blue Sky, it's a pottery brand based out of California, and they do tea lights. So they're like these very extravagant tea lights, like houses and schoolhouses and like different kind of houses, and they're open on the bottom and they're open on the inside. And so these are the trivets that you put those houses on top of. If I can figure it out, I'll pop up a couple of pictures up on the screen, but this is just the trivet that goes under it. I figured if somebody didn't really care for the tea lights, they can just use this as a regular trivet. And so for $4, I figured I would give it a shot. And they go for like $15, $20. So I'll still be making some good money, but definitely if you have the tea light that goes on it that matches, these can go or do very, very well. I'm just going to randomly pick some pieces. So this is the next piece. I will always, always buy these mini Bud Vases. This one is signed. It says O'Neill McLand. So I haven't looked that up yet, but I just love this sgraffito. So sgraffito means that the clay after it's been spun on the wheel, they just come in with a tool and kind of like engrave this design so that it's like embedded into the clay, and then it gets colored after it dries, and then they fire the color onto it. So I just love the colors. I love that it's like beige and it has this like cutout, and the fact that it was signed made me feel like, you know, somebody really took the time to make this. And like I said, I will forever be buying mini Bud Vases. So some of them stay with me for a really long time, and I don't mind because they don't take up that much room. And some of them fly off the shelf, like I cannot keep them. So I paid $5 for this one, and I can get anywhere from 25 to 35 even for this size. So I will forever be buying mini Bud Vases, and it's going to be really hard for me not to keep this one. But it will be listed on my eBay for sale. The next pottery piece is this little cute clay girl. I thought at first when I saw the shape that she would be a bell, but there's not even a hole, so I don't think it's supposed to be a bell. It's just a cute little ballerina. It is signed. It says Marsha. So MAR-SHA. Oh, you can't even see it. SHA. So Marsha. Again, I need to look it up. I just love the details of like the bun and her eye and like these little puffs. The bow is just so cute, and then like each flower. So I did see her. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So I went to 2 different antique stores. The first antique store is a flea antique, and you have seen me do a video there. And also the second one was Countryside Antique, and you've also seen me do a video there. So I hit up both of those places in the same day, and so you'll see the haul from those 2 places. I forgot my camera at home, and I had my daughter with me and my husband, and it was just chaotic. So I figured I would just do a haul with you guys since I've already filmed there. But definitely I'll take you around, because this time around I picked up stuff that I left last time, like this. And also too, I found a lot of new stuff. So they do restock often. So this was one of the pieces that I left last time. And so for sure I picked it up this time. And I can't remember if I said it was $5. This is another clay piece. This was only $3. Again, I believe it's signed. No, it's not signed, but I'm just realizing now that this can be hung. So I believe that it was for napkins, but now that I'm seeing that it can be hung, I think this is a letter holder. So maybe like next to your door or next to your desk in your office, you can hang this up on the wall and have it for letters. I guess if you had a table next to the wall, you can put napkins in it, but I feel like since it has that hole, I think it would be more of a letter holder. But I love this clay bisque clay bisque with the glaze like mixed. I would assume that this would be made in Japan, but it looks a little bit more handmade than the manufactured Japan stuff. So I don't even think it's missing a made in Japan sticker. I think this is because this has kind of like the otagiri look, but I think this is 100% like handmade by somebody, an artist, which I wish they would sign it because just look at that face. Like, it's just so cute. Anyways, so for $3, I could not leave that behind. This I could not believe I found. Unfortunately, it is not signed, but this is like, I don't know if you can see, but it's like the yellow is like speckled into the glass and the bottom is polished. This is a perfume bottle. The stopper is intact. It said as is on the sticker, and I was like, well, here, let me tell you the long version of the story. I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like tango glass. So Czechoslovakia is known for putting a contrasting color against a lighter color, specifically black against white or black against yellow. Usually it's a solid color, so this one's a little bit speckled. I don't know if they do that. But also with Czechoslovakia, it's usually signed or stamped, which I'm not seeing. It might be a different story once I get it in the light box. So I saw it from afar and I went and I was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be a lot of money. I looked over on the bottom and I saw this little part and I was like, okay, that just looks like a bubble, like a manufacturing defect. And I was like, not a big deal. Okay, let me check the price. The price said $8. I was like, no way, this piece is $8. So I grabbed it and the tag said as is, and then in parentheses it said chip or defect on the bottom. So this is not sharp. It's actually very smooth, but it is like a dent. So I believe this is a bubble that was in the glass, and then as it cools, it just either flattens out or it just pops. And then when they polish the bottom, it takes care of where that bubble was. And so like I said, it's very smooth and it's not rough. So I don't think this was somebody that dropped it and broke it. I think this is, again, a manufacturing defect where there was a bubble in the glass, which that does not take from the value at all. And I didn't want to take the tape off, but if the stopper is good, this is at least a $70 bottle, if not more. So I'm very, very excited to own this. I'm going to do a Google search and see if it is Czechoslovakia. If I can't confirm that, I'll just list it as a hand-blown glass perfume bottle. But even at that, we're looking at way more than $8. So I was very, very excited about that. The next item was another item where I was like, whoa, I don't know what the value is. I don't know if it's really vintage. The only thing that made me feel like it might be vintage, so I didn't even see that it was stamped. Hold on, it says made in, so it does say made in China, but it's stamped. It's not a sticker. And these are made in China. This is Cloisonné. It's brass or copper usually. What makes me think it's vintage are these two holes down here. So usually with older production things, they have holes from where the item was in a mold or in
like held by something in order for it to be decorated or completed. And so these holes are actually an indication, a good indication. And like I said, even with that made in China, it could still be vintage. I know Coisonate is way in right now, which I'm going to bring this paper over here so you guys can kind of see it a little bit better. I loved the colors. I love like I said, I love the colors. I love that it's a bear. Like, you don't see bears. You see vases, you see swans, you see cranes, but you never see bears like this. So this was $10, and I can tell you with how popular Coisonate is right now, and for the rareness of this, because I've never seen this. I haven't done my research, but even if it's double 10, I can 100% guarantee you it's more than $10. So I had to pick that up just for the rareness and for how popular Coisonate is right now. So this is the last piece that I got from a flea antique. This is another one of the pieces that I saw last time, and then I just decided not to pick it up because I wasn't really sure. It is definitely vintage. I don't know who makes it. It could be Shawnee. It could be California Pottery. It could be just USA Pottery, and we don't really know who makes it. I don't think it's McCoy. But I just loved the glaze, and I loved the style of it. It kind of gives me that Egyptian revival style or feel. Again, I really loved the glaze. Like, look at that marbling look. Like, it's really cool. It was only $8, so I know I can sell it for more than $8. Even at worst case scenario, I get $25, but I can see this one selling for close to $49. So I'll do my research and see if anything comes up. That's just based on my experience, those estimations, but I don't see it being a problem. There's a little, again, manufacturer defect. The reason why I say that is because it's glazed over. So this is not a chip. This is actually something that happened during the firing process, and then they glazed over it. So it is glazed, and I would just disclose that in the description of the item. So yeah, that's all I got from a flea antique. Now we're gonna move on to Countryside. I went to Countryside 2 days in a row because I didn't have service and I couldn't check on a couple of items. So when I got to service, I checked on those items and then went back. This is the first item. I've always wanted to get one of these chickens. This is one of those Portuguese chickens. I've always wanted to get them. They skyrocketed in popularity these days. And so usually when I find them, either they're too big and I don't want to ship them. The price is like, I can't double my money, which is really what I want to do these days with the amount of work that I have. Or I can't make money at all. So I really loved the size of this. It's probably 7 inches by 5 inches. So it's a very manageable size. No chips, which is another thing. And it was only $5. So I just had to get that. I had to have it for my collection on my eBay store. I'm definitely selling it. But I've been wanting to get one and to have it out there on my eBay. So I picked that one up for $5. These are the cutest, daintiest little hand-painted pitchers or creamers or vases or whatever you want to call them. They're mirror images of each other, and they even have the flowers on the back. They are made in Japan by Andrea, hand-painted, made in Japan. The brand is S. Andrea or Andrea S. These were only $3 each. So usually with Japan pieces like this, if I can't get them for $3 or less, I usually don't pick them up because they're not doing as well as they used to. But I just felt with the hand painting and the gold, like it's not only hand painted, it has like gold accents. And the fact that there was a pair of them, I felt like these were worth it. So for $6 for the pair, I think I can do very, very well with them. So before I even started this video, I was going to ask you guys whether or not I should list them as quantity or the pair, or just have two separate listings. But now that I'm seeing them together, I think I will definitely sell them as a pair. And I actually just sold a pair of mirroring image pictures that were made in Israel, and they sold overnight. So I think if, you know, they're the same, people like to have pairs instead. So, and I'm always open to anybody who says, hey, I only want to buy one. Would you do that for me? And I just split the listing and I sell them the one that they want. I've done that a couple of times, so I don't mind doing that. Okay, and then the last item that I bought on day one is the elephant. Excuse the background. This is real life. I do believe this is another Liberty of London elephant. It is 100% leather. The eyes are glass and the tusks are plastic. So they check all the boxes for Liberty of London elephants. And the reason why I said I found another one is because I have another video where I did a Scott Antique Market haul, maybe 3 or 4 videos back. And I actually got a giant one. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you it. So this is my giant one. If you can't tell, he is 4.5 feet tall, I think, and 4 feet wide. He is missing the tusks, but he has the same shape ears. He has the glass eyes, and he even has the same style tail. So I'm thinking that I found the baby version of this, and if that is true, then that baby one is worth about $300. This one is worth anywhere between $1,800 to $3,000. I still need to do a video on cleaning him up and moisturizing him. So stay tuned for that video. But this bigger one is going to stay living with me for a little bit until I get the outlet to sell him to a real collector, because I'm not going to let this one go for cheap. But coming back to the miniature one, as you can see, it's the same stance, it's the same tail shape, same ears. So I really think that this is another Liberty of London elephant. I don't think that they were reproduced, but I'm definitely going to do my research before I list this one. I might do another video on how to clean and moisturize this one, because that has to happen before it goes up on eBay. I hope I don't fall in love with it and put it in my daughter's room or something, but it's just so exciting to find these leather animals. So these are from the 70s. Some of them go all the way back to the 30s. So I'll definitely do more research and see which one this is, and just see the value and then decide whether or not I'm going to sell them. I've never seen them this small. I've seen some that are like the size of this basket, like a little bit like medium size, and those go for $300. So this one might go for $40 or $45. If that's the case, I'll probably just keep him for a little bit. But I'll just have to decide whether or not that's going to happen. Okay, and then finally, I went back on day 2. This is one of those items where I have a connection to Native American pottery. I've sold Native American pottery for a lot of money. And I saw this one, it was only $23, and I said, surely it's more than $23. I could probably double my money, and even if I make my money back, I just want to offer this quality of item in my store, in my eBay store. So it is hand painted. It is a picture. So it's open here, and the hole is right here in the mouth. It is signed number 100, Hoppy Bird. And the foil sticker says, hand-painted porcelain, desert Pablo Pottery, Phoenix, Arizona. So this is not probably, it is a newer production than like, say, a frog marked Hoppy Pottery. Please look up what I am talking about. I sold a frog marked frog pottery Hoppy wedding vase for $325. I definitely lowballed it, but I had just started getting into the Native American pottery, but I only spent $20 on it, so to flip it for $325 was great for me, and I was so excited. But definitely, if ever I come across another one, I will up the price. They go for insane amount of money. So please look up frog pottery, Hoppy frog pottery. Please look that up. It's a generational line of pottery, and the different marks are the different women, the different generations of women who made that pottery. This is a continuation of that, Hoppy Bird. I want to look up when the production of this is. I'm saying it's newer because of the sticker, maybe a souvenir piece. I say that with caution only because this is like, Hoppy Pottery is a very collectible pottery, and like I said, you can get ones that are very, very old, hundreds of years old. So this one is definitely not that, but like I said, I paid $23. There was one sold for 60 something and one sold for 75. So definitely more than 23. And again, I am very happy to offer this up on my eBay store. If you're interested, check it out. It is the coolest thing ever. I personally don't collect the pottery, but I absolutely love it. And I definitely am happy to find it a home. If you haven't already, check out my short of my Western Native American pottery paintings in my personal collection here at my house. I'm trying to get rid of those, but I don't want to do it on eBay. I'm trying to do it on Facebook Market or something local pickup, just because for the collection that I have, either I want to keep the collection together or I really don't want to ship those big pieces of artwork. So they're living up on my wall right now, and I'm loving just enjoying them until I can figure out how to move them along. But anyways, so that's that piece. I just had to go back for it. There was another piece that I wanted to go back for, but with the garage sale, I really did not expect to buy as much as I did at the garage sale. So with the garage sale and how much I spent this weekend, I figured this is like a small countryside, literally countryside antique, but like countryside antique store, and they run sales all the time. So I figured if that vase that I wanted to go back for is still there next time, it's meant to be, and I will definitely pick it up and then share it with you. This is the miniaturest little clay hand-painted pig you ever did see. This one is definitely staying with me. I loved that it was colored, all of these beautiful, like, baby colors. It is porcelain. Just, like, look at the tail and the flower and, like, a little hat. And I just absolutely loved it. It was $2. It's literally the smallest little thing. He's going up on my shelf, and I'm keeping him. I have a collection of minis, which, by the way, let me know if you're interested in seeing hauls of my personal collections. I have a whole bunch of different collections, and I would love to show you guys them. I do have a miniature collection that I've started since I was like the tiniest baby ever, and I continue to add to it. So that was the last of the items.
I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this haul. I really wanted to share these things with you guys. I am hoping to get all of these things up in my eBay store this week, so please look out for that. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe because it really helps me out. Check out my TikTok down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.